Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the 5.6 beta, and this time we are going to be doing a little bit of gambling. I heard a lot of you guys hit me up saying we should try our luck on the new CTPs, since now we have 9 CTPs in the rotation, and it was hard enough to get a rage, right, with only 6 CTPs in the game. Now there's 9, and at least I would say 2 of the new ones being really good, right? A lot of you guys been hitting me up saying, man, they gave you 50K, you know what I'm saying, why not use it? But the thing is, for me, whenever I get sent these APKs, I look to do like gameplay videos showcasing things that I think actually matter to the majority of the community. I think gambling is just something that we do for fun and just to get that adrenaline, like dopamine kick, you know, like gambling is not 100% accurate. Gameplay is kind of accurate because what you see is generally what you can do with the right setup. Gambling, it's completely random, and 99.9% of the time it ends in failure and disappointment, but that 1%, it really gets the kick, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I personally pride myself on treating other people's property the same way how I'd expect mine to be treated. And the thing is, whenever I get sent these APKs, I look around and I see that somebody actually plays on this account. So I try to leave it in the shape where I would feel like if somebody went in my account, they did what they needed to and they left what they didn't need to do untouched. So I generally don't do gambling videos. So for those of you guys who were hitting me up in the previous like test server saying, yo, why don't you gamble like the other content creators? That's not me, bro. If it's my crystals, I'll happily use it for entertainment purposes, but for other people's resources, I don't like to do that. But nonetheless, man, let's go in, let's spend as much as we need to lock down at least one of each of these new CTPs, and then we'll test them out a little bit in a future video. But just keep in mind that anything you see here is not 100% accurate. Not even if this was the live build, I could come in here and I could spend 50K and I could get 50 CTPs of rage. That does not mean you could spend 50K and get 50 CTP of rage on your account, right? You could get 50 eggs. That's possible, right? So just keep that in mind. These things are just completely random, boys. It's completely random. It's like walking through traffic, and if you make it to the other side, you make it to the other side. And another guy could do the exact same thing, and like he could get hit by 50 cars. You know what I'm saying? So just keep, wow. So see that? I did 2 posts, CTP of judgment. Trust me. Okay, and the next poll I got a CTP of refinement. Okay, so we're 1 for 1. Oh my goodness, let's actually keep going here. This is gonna be comical, right? Okay, another CTP of judgment. Okay. Oh man, the sadness in my soul. And part of the reason why I don't want to do this is because I know that if I get really lucky here and then I do it on my own account and I don't get lucky, I'm gonna get super mad. We got a CTP of greed, and people have been making fun of Netmarble saying, oh, you guys are so greedy, greed marble, whatever, and now you make a CTP of greed. It really shows how greedy you are. Like guys, you don't have to gamble, and you shouldn't gamble. Most of the reason why content creators gamble is because people actually like seeing other people waste their resources so they can laugh at their failure. That's human nature. Like, you know, you look at that one guy and you're like, man, that guy's so stupid. Like, why would he do that? I would never do that. Another CTP of judgment. A CTP of destruction. These posts are like godly right now, right? Maybe because it's the test server, right? Maybe because we're just getting really lucky. Wow, CTP of greed. With more CTPs, I guess there's more chances of getting a CTP, but I think now more than ever, it's harder at getting, wow, a CTP of rage. I think more than ever, it's harder to get the CTP that you want because there's just more options now. But I guess there's more PvE and PvP options now. So that's good at least. Wow, we're looking for the support one. I think that one might actually be clutch for people like Nick Fury and Phil Coulson. Imagine the day has finally come when Phil Coulson can get a CTP and it's actually, wow, there it is, CTP of Insight, the Phil Coulson CTP. Gang. Okay, so we only spent like 15K and we got, I think we got one of every CTP realistically. Let's actually jump in here, boys. Let's see what the stats on these look like. I wonder how easy, well, we got 3 judgment. I had none previously, right? And then we got 1 insight. Yeah, this is basically for like Phil Coulson, guys. right? And crazy, the day has come when you can actually, I wouldn't say Phil Coulson just because, okay, hear me out. If you're not in a top tier alliance, right? People like Phil Coulson would be good for this. But if you are in a top tier alliance, it's probably people like Colossus that's the best for this, because you can throw him into timeline and you can throw him into AT. And if you're one of the people who actually take Conquest seriously, you can throw him into that. I wonder how hard it is to roll for one of these to get max stats. See, like, I don't want to use these people's custom gears, but I'll try to use the ones that are really crappy. So let's do, that's pretty bad. That's trash. I'm doing you guys a service here by just using the trash ones. Also, I guess this would be good for Colossus too. Yeah, this would be good for Colossus too, I guess. But nah, I wouldn't give this to Colossus. I would probably give it to somebody like Thanos. I would definitely give this to somebody. Like, if I get one of these, I would definitely consider giving this to Thanos, because that's gonna make him even, like, oh god. Because, yo, I think realistically, this is best for universal types because they're already strong against blast, combat, and speed types. And this is gonna make them better against universal types. So yeah, this is actually probably best for Silver Surfer and Thanos. Don't quote me on this. This is just me thinking on the fly from looking at these and just like realistically like thinking of characters I would give it to. I would say the first on my list would probably be like Silver Surfer, Thanos, Jean Grey, Captain Marvel. But ideally, I would say universal characters, just because when you increase their type enhancement, you're basically making them better against combat, speed, and blast. And that would make them better for taking down Jean Grey specifically. But then you get the additional advantage of being able to take down Silver Surfer, Thanos, and Captain Marvel faster with this thing. So that's actually really, really good. Man, this is gonna make a big impact in timeline. I'm not even gonna lie. You're gonna have to try to basically one-shot some characters now. Like when you see a Thanos, you're probably gonna have to like pre-check them to say, yo, does this guy have a CTP of greed or what? Like, you know, man, you're gonna probably have to put some more thought into your fights now, boys, because timeline is gonna be kind of annoying. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro, they have some 200% procs here. Like, they got a lot of 200% procs, man. Like, yo, swing me some of these on my own account, fam. Like, I got some trash characters that I would like to have a freaking 200% proc on. What I want to do is re-roll these things and put them on 3 different characters, 3 different elemental characters. So I want to put one on Luna Snow. We might need another rage because, hold up, we got one, right? I want to test. Oh, we got 3 rages. Perfect. So what I want to do for you guys, hit me in the comments. Let me know if you have any other ideas. But what I want to do before the update goes live, because the likelihood of me getting 3 of them things, probably unlikely. But anyways, what I want to do for you guys is do a comparison between the CTP of Judgment and the CTP of Rage on Luna Snow and Namor specifically. Namor in his Phoenix 5 uniform, because we know that turns him into an elemental character completely. Right? If there's anybody else you guys want to see the CTP of Judgment on, let me know. But those 2 are the highest on my list. Probably Wanda as well. Yeah, because now Wanda in her new uniform, she's fully elemental. That's something to consider, because if I do that, that would give me back the rage that I just put on her. But then I'd have to re-optimize her with crit rate and crit damage, because this thing doesn't give you, no, not crit rate. Yeah, actually, that'd probably be better. This might actually end up being a more powerful CTP than I thought, because it's basically taking the all attack from the this thing is literally making this even more garbage than it was before. And literally this thing is now more garbage than it. Like, look at this. Netmar was basically killing their own CTPs. Like, that's actually crazy now that I think about it. Like, this CTP made this thing look like shit. And then now this CTP, the CTP of Greed, is making both this and this look like shit. Like, they're literally doing a CTP power creep. It's crazy, right? But again, you don't have to have these CTPs to play the game. So again, it's really up to what you want to do here. But man, yeah, it's gonna be a cold ass winter, boys. strap up, get your winter jackets ready. It's CTP season. At least now you can farm endless amounts of custom gears, and your characters are gonna do much better in the game modes that you care about. So PvE content, you're really just gonna notice PvP is gonna be upset by this new CTP upgrade. Anyways, boys, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, this little new tab here is actually pretty cool. In case you guys were wondering what it does, it actually showcases what CTP people are using on the most popular characters. This is actually very good for new players. So this is actually a pretty cool quality of life change that's coming in with 5.6. Just keep in mind though, this is just showing you the most popular like CTP that people put on these characters. So sometimes the most popular option isn't necessarily the best option. So that's something you still need to keep in mind. Just because something is popular doesn't make it right, okay? We also have those in real life where an opinion may be a very popular opinion, but it doesn't mean it's the right opinion to have for everyone. So just because you see a CTP here as the #1 CTP of choice, it doesn't necessarily mean that's the CTP that everyone should give. You should always double check and triple check. Measure twice so you only have to cut once. Okay, that's a quote for you to live by. And they did the same thing for let me show you guys for these things right here. Just go here and you can see for ISO set it's a lot more accurate because it's generally just the same 3. Then they should just realistically just get rid of everything from 4 downwards, because basically the only ones we use is binary power and I guess drastic density. Everything else is literally just a waste of gold. It makes you feel like they're literally robbing you. This is the one mechanic in this game that I absolutely truly despise, right? Like every time I have to re-roll an ISO set for a character, I feel like I'm just getting stabbed. Like seriously, because it's highway robbery for your gold, bro. This thing needs to get an overall. Anyways, boys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. We're gonna test out the CTP of Judgment and the CTP of Rage and see how they compare to each other in the next couple videos. So if there's anyone you have in mind, feel free to hit me up. We don't have any PvP on the test server, so just keep that in mind. Otherwise, I would definitely test out the CTP of Greed for you. So I'm out. Stay safe. I love y'all. Peace.